Evaluating potential 2023 Ballon d'Or candidates Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, and Lionel Messi. Karim Benzema won his first Ballon d'Or, but in a World Cup year, he may face stiff competition from players like Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe who are vying for the individual honor. On Monday night, Karim Benzema received the Ballon d'Or, making him the oldest winner of the prize since Sir Stanley Matthews. After having a fantastic year, the Real Madrid star insisted that age is just a number and that he was still improving. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are the only players to have won back-to-back Ballon d'Or awards in the past 30 years, so it's not an easy assignment. As the Next Generation stakes its claims, the competition for the Golden Ball is only going to get more fierce. Additionally, leagues from throughout Europe will try to end La Liga's control of the Ballon d'Or. Winning the Champions League has frequently been essential to winning the prestigious prize, but the World Cup this winter also has a significant impact on who will receive the honor in a year. Benzema is aware that no Ballon d'Or winner has ever won the World Cup as France looks to defend the championship they won in Russia 4 years ago as they travel to Qatar. We examine the potential competitors and consider how international success will affect who wins the Golden Ball in Paris the following year. His total of 7 Ballon d'Ors appears to stand for all time, but earning an 8th would solidify his reputation even more. Messi, who is almost definitely participating in his final World Cup, would undoubtedly be disappointed to not have received a Golden Ball nomination this year. Argentine victory in Qatar would all but secure him the honor. It would be his 7th victory in the Champions League if he could help PSG win it, who are also vying for their first title. After a lackluster first year in Paris, Messi has also had a strong start to the season as he regains his best form. Benzema, Karim. The winner wants to follow in the footsteps of Michel Platini, the only Frenchman to win the prize again in its history. With Benzema still as their star player, Real Madrid, who has dominated the European stage this decade, will be expected to defend their title. When he plays for Les Bleus, the forward, who is also making a comeback on the international stage, shares the spotlight with a few other players. Benzema has yet to make an impact during a World Cup, but if he does so in Qatar, it will be difficult to ignore him. Haaland, Erling. The Norwegian, who is only 22 years old, is currently football's most sought-after player. Haaland appears to have reached a new level since transferring to Manchester City, as seen by his success with a team that keeps giving him opportunities. He is practically weekly shattering Premier League records. Many people think that under Pep Guardiola, this is City's finest opportunity to win in Europe. Due to Norway's absence from the World Cup, Haaland will need to establish himself at the club level if he wants to compete against the best. This might help the striker be ready for the remainder of the season. Kylian Mbappe. It appears that the PSG player and Haaland will take up Messi and Ronaldo's mantle and compete for the game's individual honors for the ensuing 10 years. However, neither has yet made a claim, and Mbappe will bet on his prospects if he performs well for both club and country. He had already played in a World Cup, but that didn't help him win the Ballon d'Or that year. If Les Bleus do win the championship, Benzema might have more opportunities. Similar to how PSG's success in Europe would help Messi and Neymar's cases, Mbappe's aspirations are unaffected. Cristiano Ronaldo. Since winning the Ballon d'Or in 2017, when he won it 4 times in 5 years, he has not increased to his current tally of 5 awards. For Ronaldo, who may change teams in the middle of the season, life is challenging at the club level. Due to his unsuccessful attempts to leave Manchester United in the summer, he is currently a squad player there. His performance in Qatar will be the only determinant of his chances of earning the Golden Ball. Ronaldo needs to regain his best form if Portugal is to thrive on the international scene despite the fact that they have never won the World Cup. Ronaldo would become the clear favorite if he had a fairy tale victory. De Bruyne, Kevin. The Belgian made his greatest performance to date on Monday night, taking third place, a long time coming. Because of his consistent brilliance with City over a number of years, he is regarded as the best midfield and, by some, the best player in England's top division. De Bruyne still serves as the team's beating heart despite the presence of Haaland. Who will win the Ballon d'Or in 2019? Tell us in the comments section below. De Bruyne will be essential for Manchester United to finally win the Champions League, even though Belgium is an outside bet to win in Qatar. They made it to the round of 4 in 2018, and he would be strongly considered if he won both the World Cup and the Champions League. Few players, if any, have the same passion for the golden ball as Brazilians. He grew up watching his countrymen Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Kaká win the prize, and one of the reasons he switched to PSG in 2017 was to get out of Messi's shadow and pursue the Ballon d'Or. Although his move to Paris may not have gone as expected, there are hints that he is returning to form, and taking part in the PSG project could be beneficial. He is the talisman for Brazil, thus there is constant pressure on him to perform. Many people believe that the South American country will win the World Cup. Sadio Mane, in comparison, presumably doesn't give a damn about receiving individual honors. However, due to his quality, he is still in the running despite coming in second on Monday night. Mane might find the challenge he needs in a summer transfer to Bayern Munich as he attempts to fill Robert Lewandowski's shoes. The Senegal star will be aiming for another Champions League triumph with the Bavarians while also hoping to build a name for himself and his nation in Qatar. They defeated Egypt to qualify for the World Cup, and they will be confident about their chances of advancing. When he won the Copa Trophy in 2021, the La Masia graduate was recognized as the finest player under the age of 21. He has kept improving and has played admirably for a Barcelona team that is having trouble in the Champions League. It will depend on how well the midfielder performed for his nation at the World Cup if he is to be the most unexpected of winners, and the first Spaniard to take home the trophy since 1960. The team of Luis Enrique is secretly favored to make an impression at the World Cup, and Pedri will be essential to their success. Kane, Harry. After a typically efficient start to the season, Kane has set his eyes on breaking both the club and national goal-scoring records. Tottenham now has the strongest chance to end their trophy drought under Antonio Conte in charge, and they are in terrific shape to go to the Champions League knockout rounds. Despite a difficult World Cup preparation, England is still one of the favourites. Kane has recently displayed remarkable play in important competitions, and he may become the first man to lead all scorers in 2 World Cups. Mo Salah. The star of Liverpool, who has placed 5th and 7th in the last 2 years, is trying to follow George Weah in 1995 as the only other African to win the prize. Although the Reds have not had the best start to the year, they will need to win some trophies if Salah is to be considered at this time next year. The forward had a forgettable few months on the international scene, but instead of taking part in the World Cup, he and Egypt will be spectators. Salah, like Haaland, might benefit from a mid-season break to be at his best for the key portion of the season. By clicking the subscribe and like buttons and spreading the word to your closest friends, you can help this channel. Many thanks.